Alright, we should be live, I think. Just gonna get this set up in Discord and then we will start. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the audio sounds good. Boom and boom. Alright, let's get this show underway, fellas. We got 2 games here for Week 16. What's good, Jax? Welcome. So, per Nick's request, he has requested that we start with the Toronto game, since he is the coach, so he's allowed to pick that, I guess. So, no, we want to go to league schedule. So the first game today will be Toronto and Green Bay. This game does not have any division implications, but Toronto needs to win preceding. The Packers need to win to stay alive in the playoff race. Green Bay can still make it and lose this game, but a win here would be big. And then the second game will be the Bucs and the Panthers. We saw these two teams play earlier in the season, but we're going to watch them again. Carolina wins, they clinch the division. If the Bucs win, things get interesting. Who won the first time they played? Was that like week 13? It was around here, week 13, week 12, in the ballpark. It was one of these weeks towards the end of the year. Carolina won, okay. So Carolina has the head-to-head tiebreaker, not that that really matters. But the Bucs need to win out and the Panthers need to lose out in order for it to be tied. And then I don't really know what happens from there. What's good, Nick? What's good, Noob? Welcome, fellas. So the Packers are home. Siri, give me a number between 1 and 2.
It's 2.
2. Alright, so I guess we can stay on Green Bay. That's easy. What's good, Pro? Welcome. Not Pride, Pro. I got it right. I'm not dumb. Alright, any specific jersey combo of the Packers? The Packers don't have any cool alternates, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, these are ugly. I don't want to watch throw up on my screen. Those are even worse. At least that's cool. The Packers have fine normal jerseys, but their old ones are just bleh. So do we want green or do we want yellow? Is pretty much the question. Which jersey color? What's good? Pepperjack, welcome. Feel like Siri hates you sometimes? Well, maybe that'll help you get the win. I don't know. I mean, Apple's teams were good last year, and Siri never picked him to be the user. So, in the meantime, let's take a look at some of the players on these rosters. X Factors, we got Stephon Gilmore, Patrick Mahomes, Dalvin Cook, Bobby Wagner, Aaron Rodgers, T.Y. Hilton, and the rookie Reggie Peters. Superstars, Kenny Clark, Grady Jarrett, Darius Slay, C.D. Nuts, a.k.a. C.D. Lamb, Jamison Crowder, Ryan Kerrigan, Clay Matthews, and Walty Witherspoon. Oh, I didn't mean to press ready. I meant to go down to the uniforms. Oh, well, I guess we're rocking their regular jerseys. Oh, well. I'm not used to this taking a while to load. I'm used to it. I'm used to the PS5 speed where it's super fast. Can you ban Jax for the entire game? No. We need the trash talk in the chat. We need it. Ooh, it's snowy, the frozen tundra. This is December football, fellas. Thunderbirds, who have already clinched the NFC North, taking on the Packers who need to win in order to make the playoffs. Can you beat the Rams? Will you choke? If the Cardinals win, I don't think they can clinch the... I think they mathematically could clinch the division this week, but they would need a lot to happen. But Arizona is a game ahead of the Niners and Snowhawks. I don't know if the Rams have a mathematical shot or not, because they're 2 games behind Arizona. So, I mean, the Rams would need a lot to happen to win the division. Rams would need a lot to happen to even make the playoffs, whereas in the AFC, they... Jax's trash talk is horrible. Are you sure about that, Chief? What'll happen when you guys lose in the playoffs to the Caps? Or vice versa? That would be an awesome NFC Championship, although, I mean, the Panthers are deserving, the Cardinals are deserving, the Bucks are deserving as well. I mean, I think the 5 best teams in the league are in the NFC. I don't think that's a stretch. And I know a lot of you guys would agree there, because the AFC absolutely freaking sucks. If only you did not lose every important divisional game. If only you didn't get swept by the freaking Cowboys. Cardinals need to win against the Niners and Snowhawks. I know they got swept by the Niners. Did they get swept by Portland too? Because that would be a big deal. Niners had the head-to-head tiebreakers over both Portland and Arizona, I believe. I'm pretty sure the Niners swept both of them. I could be totally wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we saw San Francisco play Portland last week, and they won by about 30. And I'm pretty sure San Francisco beat them early in the year. So the Niners are 4-0 against those two teams. But didn't Husker get swept by Ian? I know Ian beat him at least once. Got back from your pandemic test. I don't know if I can save a word on YouTube. Hopefully it went all well, my guy. Good deflection by B-Wags. You've never... Did you guys get swept by them last year, too? If that's the case, that'd be pretty sad. So the Packers starting off with a punt. That drive didn't even last a minute. It's negative? Wow, that's quick. I mean, I got tested about a few months ago. Usually I think it takes people multiple days, but I got tested like during the evening, and I knew the next morning, which I was negative, thankfully. But, I mean, most people I think have to wait days, but, I mean, those things can come in quick. So, my one experience, it came in right away. And I was totally fine afterwards, so. By both teams this year and last year, geez. How are the Packers doing? Well, I mean, we're only a minute into the game, so there's not a whole lot to talk about. But Green Bay already is a 3-and-out, so I guess not great. And the Snowhawks immediately start the first down past midfield, so I mean, we're only a minute into the game, but I suppose this is not an ideal start for Green Bay. Michael Gallup. Niners went 2-0 against the Hawks and Cardinals and 1-1 against the Rams. Okay. So, San Francisco is the head-to-head tiebreakers over both Arizona and Portland, which might be pretty meaningful. The Rams probably won't be in a position to win the division, most likely. Mahomes heaves up a prayer for the end zone, and it's caught! Oh my goodness! Michael Gallup. Wow. That's all I can say. Holy cow. That's one way to start this game off. Jeez. Mahomes just heaved up a prayer, and Gallup absolutely mossed him. Is that Kevin Kenyon coverage? No, that's, I think, Xavier Woods, probably. Holy cow. You've never taken a test, although you do believe you had it a month ago. Those tests are not fun. I mean, it feels like you're getting stung by a bee, but in your nostril. It is not fun. I mean, after 10 seconds, it feels like nothing, but I mean it was not fun. And I legitimately thought I had it. I had like multiple like random symptoms. Like my shoulder was hurting for no reason, and one of like the symptoms is muscle pain. And then the shoulder pain went away before I even got tested in the first place. And then, like, I was sick for that day, and then once we got to the night, I was pretty much fine when I actually got the test. So, according to research, you can have it in your system, and then, like, the virus leaves or is killed or whatever within a few hours. So I suppose that's possible, what happened to me, or other examples as well. Xavier Woods needs to be gone. Xavier Woods, the man who wants a whole lot of money this offseason. Is he asking for a lot in re-signings? I don't know, but that'd be funny. I mean, that wasn't poor coverage. That was just mossed. I mean, he covered Gallup nicely. Gallup didn't create any separation, but Gallup just made a ridiculous catch. If every team loses out and the Rams win, they could win the division since they own the 49ers tiebreaker. Well, I guess if the Niners lose out and the Snowhawks lose out, the Cardinals lose out and the Rams win out, the Rams will be tied with Arizona. I don't know who won the first time the Rams played the Cardinals, But yeah, it would take a lot for the Rams to win the division, but I suppose he might regress anyways. I think he's like probably close to 30 at this point, Xavier Woods. I don't know. Virus entered Octi's body, and he's like, nah, I'm out. That'd be funny if that's actually what happened. How old is he? Well, if I were to guess, how old is he in real life? Like 27? I don't actually know. That's a guess. I know I'm probably close. All right, let's see. Xavier Woods. Am I right? Is he 27? Xavier, that's not the right Xavier Woods. He's definitely not 34. Oh, shoot, he's 25. Okay, so that means in the game he's 27. So Xavier Woods will be 28 next year. In the game. I didn't realize he was that young. Beat the Rams for the first time, they'd have more divisional wins. Okay. Well, Madden doesn't sometimes recognize tiebreakers, but I guess since that is your only divisional win, then yeah, the Rams would clinch. So the Rams could still win the division, but again, it would take an absolute miracle. Packers are moving down the field after they're 3 and out, so they've quickly rebounded after a disaster of the first 2 minutes. He's going to regress. Well, at 28, most players don't regress at 28, although I'd say usually 28 to 30 is when guys start. If he does regress, it'll be like a few ratings, like a few small, like his overall rating probably won't change in the offseason. I'd say 30 is really when players start to dip hard. So you probably have another good 2 years out of Woods if you were to keep him. And if not, then you can just let him walk. I pulled up the wrestler Xavier. The first Xavier Woods I typed in, it said he was 34, and I knew that wasn't right. So the second Xavier Woods was the right one. Unless there's another American football player who plays safety on the Cowboys named Xavier Woods. But I assume he would be the only one who fits that category. Dalvin Cook does not get in. The Thunderbird rushing defense here in the red zone is stopping him. So on 3rd and goal, do you throw it or do you run it? I mean, it is Dalvin Cook, and it is snowy, but it is also Aaron Rodgers, and they're going to run it. Knowing Madden, I would have expected a pass there. I'm surprised. Once he found out WWE was fake, he started to hate. I never just got into wrestling anyway. I don't know why. I just never was interested. 28 plus is a regression. Yeah, 28 is when it could start, but not every player who's 28 does start to regress. So there's a chance he does, there's a chance he doesn't. Xavier Woods played for the Vikings. I have no clue. I know he currently plays on the Cowboys. I don't know if he was anywhere else beforehand. I guess I can check. I mean, I was already on his Wikipedia, so according to Wikipedia, he's only played for the Cowboys.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Toronto now on offense. Both quarterbacks are in the zone at the moment. That's kind of wild. I mean, Mahomes makes sense. He heaved up a 60-yard prayer and it was caught. I wonder how Rodgers got in the zone, though. I guess because he was just playing well. He had a bunch of completions in a row, probably. Final play of the first quarter. If they get it off at time, then they don't. Okay. Quarter number 1 in the books. Toronto leads 7-3. Imagine playing for the Cowboys. Facts. So, was it Xavier Howard who was on the Vikings? Xavier Howard's always been with the Dolphins. There might be some other Xavier who used to play for the Vikings. Xavier Rhodes. It was Xavier Rhodes, yes. Xavier Rhodes. He was really good for a while. So, a different Xavier who played in the secondary. Third and 5. First down for Toronto. I think that's probably Evan Engram, I would assume. Evan Engram's had a good year for the Thunderbirds. He's been one of their better targets. Which says quite a bit because, I mean, this team has plenty of good options for Mahomes to throw to. Have to have the stream on mute since you're in a public area. Okay, do your thing. Well, I guess you can't hear me. So now we can gossip about him. Wink, wink.
Number 15, Patrick Mahomes on the keeper. A gain of
So that Columbus team, they're not going to win anything this year. Wink, wink.
At the 48-yard line.
2nd and 5, Mahomes, short throw. It's caught by somebody for a first down. Evan Ingram's been your best receiver this year. And usually tight ends just don't do that well in the sim. But, I mean, Evan Ingram's been cooking. Remember Xavier Rhodes being really... Yeah, Xavier Rhodes was, like, randomly really bad. I think it was last year. I think he still made the Pro Bowl last year, even though he was bad. And then this year he left the Viking, he signed with the Colts, and he's back to being good. So, but yeah, he was, if I remember correctly, I think it was last year where he was just, ugh. Don't know what's worse right now, the Packers' defense or offense. Well, at least for offense nearly got into red zone. Their defense can't appear to stop a fly. So, I would probably say their defense. Third and 2. I don't think Chris Carson got it. There's a flag, and it was a late flag. And it's a holding. So, I think Green Bay has to accept it. 4th and 1 or 3rd and 11, especially this one kind of knocked... Why would they accept the flag? Now Toronto's going to go for it. And now, if Mahomes threw an incompletion on 3rd and 11, they have to kick a 56-yard field goal. And Toronto gets it. I have no clue why they accepted that flag. That was really stupid. Do you want 4th and 1 from the 29 or 3rd and 11 from the 39? Give me 3rd and 11 if I'm the defense all day, every day.
Chris Carson on the carry. The tackle made by Stephon.
Toronto has really not ran the ball all that well today. I mean, Carson's been fine. He's had a few okay runs, but nothing too wild.
21-yard line.
See, another solid but not great run. He gets 7.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, Toronto.
To be fair, you guys have Mahomes, yes, but I mean, if he throws an incompletion, it's 4th down, and Toronto probably has to punt it, or they go for a super long field goal, which chances are they miss. So, I would take my chances with Mahomes on 3rd and 11 rather than try to get a stop on 4th and 1. If it was 4th and 3, then maybe I would have accepted that, but not 4th and 1. And Toronto sure enough scores. I think that's Mark Ingram. The other part of this talented running back tandem, Toronto now up 14-3, unless they miss the extra point, which, I mean, with Harrison Butker, probably not. I don't think I've ever seen a missed extra point in a watch game. Obviously, maybe during the Super Sim. During the Super Sim, there's a lot of missed kicks. But when you watch games, there's really not a lot of missed short kicks unless it's blocked. And in Madden 21, I've noticed there are far less blocks. Why is the defense so bad this game? Probably because they're playing Patrick Mahomes. But, I mean, yeah, your defense has been not pretty. All thing you can brag about is still having the most, like, relocation proposal. You did the Lord's work, pro. You bought the Chargers back where they belong. You deserve the most thumbs up. Had a feeling Green Bay wasn't that good. I mean, they had that good win over Buffalo. I mean, Buffalo's not great, but they're projected to make the playoffs. So, I mean, when Dalvin Cook is on, he's on. And when Aaron Rodgers is on, he's on. But their defense appears to be the issue. I mean, they probably have the most talented backfield in the league, although, I mean, Aaron Rodgers is like 38 at this point. He's going to be continuing to regress pretty hard. So, a new quarterback is probably going to be needed within the next season or two here. But they could maybe be a team who trades for a guy like Scooter. I mean, I know Jax wants him, but if the Caps don't get him, I think the Packers would make sense. The only thing is, I imagine Scooter would prefer to start next year. And, I mean, is Aaron Rodgers going to ride the bench at 39 years old? Carried by sliders. Any other sliders, Mahomes is a 30-pick quarterback. I mean, we saw early last year, Mahomes threw like 5 picks in a watch game, so it's possible. Mahomes plus Carson plus Ingram plus Gallup plus Crowder plus Lamb plus Ingram is not very fun to play against. No, it's not. No, it is not. Probably need help on the defensive scheme. I mean, the Browns playbook, which you just changed it to, from my experiences, is one of the better playbooks in the game. So, I don't think it's a scheme thing. I think it might just be that you're missing star power on defense. The Titans' offensive playbook is also one of the best ones in the game as well, so I think it's more so just your defense is not executing. Still don't get how you finesse for Carl. I thought that was like the most even trade ever. What was it? I think it was Devin Singletary and like a mid-round pick for Carson and another mid-round pick. That's like a totally even trade in my opinion. I mean, Carson's better right now, and he's probably better than Devin Singletary will ever be, but Singletary's also like 3 years younger. So, I mean, for the purpose of winning now, then yeah, Carson is certainly better.
Rodgers pass intended for Max Williams. Incomplete.
But that was like such a weird trade to me when I first saw it because, I mean, usually there's a clear winner and loser, but that one it was just like both teams get a B grade. Nothing special, but not bad either.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
How much time is left? I don't know. 55 seconds. The Packers just used their first timeout. How's Judon been? I mean, I don't normally see his name at the top of stat sheets. I really don't know how he's doing, so that means he's not doing extraordinarily well. He might be having like a 7 or 8 sack season, but I don't know off the top of my head, which is probably not the best of signs. Made it even Steven trade. It's a miracle. Handoff for Dalvin Cook. This time he punches it in. The Packers are going to make things interesting. So now it's going to be 14-10. You know, they could go for 2 here. Make it a 3-point game. Don't know if you want to do that in the first half. That wouldn't be the worst call in the world. We win trade. Woo! He did it. He beat Alpo in a trade. I think it was with Alpo. This defense is really making you sad. Well, I mean, it's challenging to face off against the love triangle of Aaron Rodgers, Dalvin Cook, and T.Y. Hilton. But, I mean, your defense is one of the best in the league, so yes, you have a right to be sad with that unit. Aaron Rodgers is... Both quarterbacks actually have that old day to throw in the pocket. Short throw. Toronto calls timeout number 1. Still winning. Yes, Toronto does start the ball in the second half. That's true. Toronto down to 2 timeouts. Another short throw for Ingram. It seems like the Packers just do not want to cover those underneath routes. And they keep working. Mahomes, eat it. You're in your zone. And he has bazooka as his zone ability, so taking a shot downfield would not be the worst idea in the world. Okay, that's not a shot downfield. Are they going to call time here? I probably wouldn't. I would try to spike it here. Okay, they waste all the time and then call the timeout because typical Madden's clock management. Team is Moneyball. Only real baseball fans understand. Because the Chargers are super low mark and they have no fans, just like the A's. Oh, shots fired. Okay, they have 1 fan. Pro is their only fan. Mahomes under pressure. It's caught, but they don't have any timeouts, so the first half is over. Maybe you shouldn't have wasted that time getting back to the line of scrimmage and then calling a timeout, guys. 14-10, Toronto on top. Their offense has been virtually unstoppable. The Packers' offense has been good too, though. 10.5 yards of play. Jeez. That's a lot of yards. They're averaging a first down every play. Pretty much. Great job, guys. Andy Reid working behind the scenes for EA Sports. You love to see it. Patrick Mahomes was really good in the first half. He was like 10 for 11, I think. As we take another look at that incredible Michael Gallup touchdown over Xavier Woods. That's one of the best plays all year. EA for MVP. EA's doing the Caps a solid. Okay, I don't want to see these replays. It's not letting me exit. It's literally not letting me back out. There we go. Thank you, EA. All right. Now on to the second half. It really does not. I feel like the Thunderbirds have been way better. I agree. It does not feel like a 4-point game. This feels like a game where the Thunderbirds are in control, but they're only up by 4. If the Packers get a stop here, shoot, anything can happen.
The ball carrier, brought down at the 30-yard line. A 3-yard pickup, and it's
3rd and 3. They don't get the stop there. First down for Columbus. Mahomes 11 of 12. He's been a machine. I wouldn't say the Thunderbirds have done. I mean, on offense they've dominated, yeah. On defense, I think it's fairly even, but because neither defense has been good, but I think the Thunderbirds have definitely been the better team today, which certainly makes the fact that this is such a close game a surprise. Stream being better. Is it being better for everyone? Hold on. Does it sound fine? Hold on. It sounds fine from this end. Feels good having a 99 overall quarterback who's in the zone at the moment, too. CeeDee Lamb is injured. That is not... Who is the Thunderbirds wide receiver for? I don't know the answer to that question, so... Whoever that player is, he's going to have to step up. Is he going to the locker room? Yes, he is. CeeDee Lamb grabbing at his wrist. Gotta watch out for a broken leg. Because you never know in this game. Feels good having the Mississippi mud flap for quarterback. The most goated quarterback room in the OFL, the Los Angeles Chargers. JJ Arcega-Whiteside, oh dear. Poor you. That's quite the downgrade. I mean, he's not that bad in Madden, but eek. Wentz will be better in watch games when he's X Factor. He probably is he leading the league in like any categories, or is he high? If he is, he'll get his X Factor, yeah. If he's not, do you get an X Factor for throwing such a little amount of interceptions? Because I know you get it if you throw for a lot of yards and a lot of touchdowns, but I don't know if you can with interceptions. And I think isn't that Wentz's biggest strength this year? Ironically, the lack of picks. He's a 77. Yeah, 77 is a fine wide receiver for him this game, but I mean in real life he's more like a 57. First and goal, another good drive for Toronto. Their offense is virtually unstoppable at the moment. I mean, the Packers' offense can do whatever they want, but it doesn't look like they're going to win this game if their defense keeps playing this bad. Has the highest passer rating. Okay. I wonder if passer rating moves you up in depth. It probably should. Especially considering he is the highest. I don't know if the game is smart enough to recognize interceptions and passer rating, because there can be a quarterback who's thrown one pass and they went for a touchdown and they have like a perfect passer rating, but they don't throw any interceptions. So I don't know if the game really cares about passer rating and interceptions for dev traits. 4th and goal for 1. You have to go for it here, right? You have to. What are they doing? You have to go for it here. I don't agree with this call by Toronto at all. I would definitely go for it. So the Packers do stop them to a field goal. They are very lucky. Both teams have made very questionable calls in this game. The Packers should not have let Toronto head the 4th and 1 earlier. Toronto should have gone for it on that 4th and 1. It seems like 4th and 1 seems to be the controversial down today. Go for it, wussies. I'm with you. They definitely should have. But EA's a pack of scaredy cats, so. Now the Chisheads have a chance. The question is, what will they do with their new chance? Really dislike EA right now? I don't blame you. I mean, you're still winning the game, though. Dalvin Cook stopped for a loss of 2 by that gentleman whose name I don't know. By Big Dane. Dane Cruikshank. What a guy. 2nd and 12, back to Dalvin. Packers really ran the ball well early, and now they're just not running the ball well. Please check CeeDee Lamb's injury. Okay, but it better not give us that glitch of where we're not allowed to back out. But yeah, I can check. Rodgers on 3rd down, incomplete. It's like the first stop in a long time. Okay, we don't get the glitch. Good. What happened to CeeDee Lamb? Taylor Lewan got hurt in this game. He's out for the year. CeeDee Lamb tore his abdominal. It says... So Toronto might be without CeeDee Lamb in the postseason. They still have plenty of talent among their receiving core, but that would be a pretty big loss. EA likes you too much. No, EA hates him. Nick has been here from the start of the OFL, and history tells us that EA hates him. His team is doing really well this year. I think this is his first division title, and he's been here since the first year of OFL 19. Now, last year, I mean, he kind of got unlucky because I made the NFC West super stacked with me and Roberto, but still, he's historically proven to be unlucky from EA. This year, not as much so, but, I mean, Nick hasn't played a playoff game in OFL 21 yet until, like, next week. Second and 4, Mahomes keeps on the read option. He runs for the first time. The internet connection quality is currently not sufficient to broadcast gameplay. Okay, so when Pro said the internet was bugging, I don't think that was a him thing. I think that was a me thing. So hopefully, internet, I'm going to need you to cooperate here. Please. For words, Cam Newton makes Nick cry. Josh Allen makes him cry more, yeah. Josh Allen, 4th and 22, and fake punt against the Chicago Bears. Those are the 3 bad memories Nick has of OFL 20. Wow, to the 16. Who is that? That looks like the backup tight end. I don't know who you are. Blake Jarwin. With a nice play. Don't get hurt, Mahomes. Mahomes can just, like, put a blindfold on and, A, not get hurt, and B, complete 70% of his passes. So I think he'll be fine. Did they get the playoff for the quarter? They won't. Looked like they were for a second. Not a lot of points in that frame. Only a field goal by Toronto. The Thunderbirds are in control, but this game is not over. Imagine if the internet gets so bad on YouTube we have to move to Twitch. I mean, it just does not work on Twitch. So, if it doesn't work on YouTube, then I don't know where to go. But I've seen that, like, message come up before. I don't think it's a huge issue. Mahomes has thrown 1 incompletion today. He's thrown 1. That's wild. Come on, just tear your ACL real quick. We're allowed to hope video game players get injured. Oh, that's a touchdown. I didn't think he was in. That's why I reacted late. It didn't look like Mark Ingram was in. I want to get another replay here. I didn't get a great look. Because I looked down at the chat because I assumed he was tackled up a 1. Imagine needing your star quarterback hurt in order to beat you. Fair, but... Ball almost looked like it came out. Okay, reach over pylon. I think he's in, yeah. And the ball did not come out. I don't know what I was looking at, but yeah, that's a touchdown. Okay. The play will rightfully stand, although there was never a review to determine if it was a touchdown or not to begin with. But 6 plays, 66 yards. The Thunderbirds are the devil. Give Mahomes. He's not a star quarterback. Shots fired. Defensive scheme is not... I don't think it's a scheme. I think it's just Toronto's offense is so good, and your defense is pretty much just Stephon Gilmore. You're right, he's a superstar. I want to see Jack's come back here. Green Bay needs to make a comeback themselves. They're down by 14. I guess that's a good start. Dalvin Cook gets 10. Or 9. Aaron Rodgers has been pretty average today. I mean, he hasn't been bad. He hasn't made mistakes, but it's not enough to beat arguably the best team in the league. Arguably. He's not a superstar. He is the baby goat. What's good, Crockett? Welcome to the stream, my guy. So basically, you are cheating. Rogers, short throw back to Dalvin. Not for much. Ah, Nick is cheating. Nick has hacked into my PlayStation. And he's controlled the Thunderbirds to win. Here to see you guys miss the playoffs. Who do you guys play? I want to say the Chiefs play the Jaguars this week. I could be wrong. Hold on. Let me see the schedule real quick. Because I know I have it saved somewhere. But I don't know where that would be. Hold on. If you guys do play the Jaguars, then I really wish we put it on the poll. Because that's a pretty good game. Let's see here. Week 16. Chiefs play... Where are the Chiefs? They play us. Oh, that's right. I'm an idiot. That game was on the poll. I'm stupid. Yeah, you guys are probably going to lose that one. I thought it was the Jags for some reason. I don't know why I thought that. Probably, I guess because you guys are competing with the Jags for a playoff spot. But if you guys were playing the Jags, that game would definitely be on the poll. Getting the first pick in the fantasy draft is cheating. Nick bribed me to remake the OFL save file 10 times until it worked. Every time it didn't work, he gave me 10 bucks, so I'm 100 bucks richer now. Dalvin has been contained. The Thunderbird defense has played very well in the second half. Maybe not as much this drive, but in general, it's been much improved. Picking George Kittle is cheating because he plays at tight end. Picking George Kittle and Hakeem Butler at tight end is actually cheating because that tight end room is so good. And wow, what a catch. Golden Tate just turned around in the nick of time. So Green Bay's not out of it. They're down by 7 with 3:42 to go. And their run defense has been pretty good. It's just that they can't stop Patrick Mahomes. That was a secret. Our secret has been revealed. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
The kick is good. Makes the score Thunderbirds 24, Packers 17.
Can Chris Carson and Mark Ingram end the game? The Packers continue this potentially incredible comeback. Defense is getting it at the end of the game. The defense has been, I guess your defense hasn't been good, but Tommy the Thunderbird should be getting it before the defense does. Carson does not get much there.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7, Mahomes. Incomplete. That could have been picked. Arguably should have been picked. 2 clock here, get at least 3. Well, unless you guys get a first down here, it doesn't look like either of those things will happen. Wow, what a throw. Oh, it's dropped! That looks like it was in his hands. Wow, what a play by Stephon Gilmore. Okay. Green Bay can drive down the field and tie it. That was a great throw. And it really looked like Gallup had possession of it. They could have realistically called that a fumble. Maybe I didn't get a good look at it, but I was like in his hands for a good couple seconds. If there's somebody who won in this situation, it's probably this guy, Aaron Rodgers. In the State Farm Bowl, I just realized that. Rodgers and Mahomes. The 2 State Farm quarterbacks. This is State Farm's replacement to the Chiefs-Packers Super Bowl that almost was. And thank goodness that game did not happen for obvious reasons.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
First down from the Packers. They have all 3 timeouts. That'll probably bring us to the 2-minute warning. Yep. 2 minutes to go, 24-17. Green Bay
First and
still
10
alive.
at the 30-yard line.
Believe it or not. The ball is in your court, Mr. Rogers. Short throw. Is he out of bounds? He is.
Rodgers pass.
I would not have continued to stay in bounds that long, but it gave Green Bay extra yards, so I guess it worked out.
On the pickup. It's
Second and inches, short throw incomplete. The Packers can afford to run the ball a little bit because they have time and they have timeouts. I mean, a minute 52 and 3 timeouts at the 40, that's plenty of time. The Packers don't really need to be going super quick yet. Or Rodgers can just throw it as soon as he gets the ball and hope he gets lucky, which that time he did.
That's good for the Green Bay Packers.
He's going to dump it off to Cook, isn't he? No, he's not. It looks like he'll throw it away. Probably a smart decision there. Aaron Rodgers statistically has gotten better as the game has gotten long, but I feel like other than last drive, the Thunderbird defense has been really good in the second half. Rodgers under pressure. Not really. It was just that there were a few guys close to him, but he actually has all day to throw.
Rodgers pass.
And again, incomplete. He could have ran for that first down. I don't know why he was just standing there. He could have gotten good yards. I guess to save time or timeout, so I guess I don't really blame him. Another conversion there on third down. Green Bay does not want to use their timeouts. They still have all 3 of them. Broken up by Ward or Slay. I just instinctually thought Denzel Ward, but Darius Slay also is a corner of superstar depth, so it could be either one of them. Second and 10. That's caught by T.Y. Hilton. That's going to be illegal touching. So this one's coming back. And now it's third and 10. Oh, he was incomplete anyway. Oh, so T.Y. caught that out of bounds as it is, so it doesn't really matter if the penalty was accepted or not. Third and 10. The Packers have really gotten all their yards on this drive on third down. Rodgers gonna take a shot deep, and it's intercepted by Toronto. Darius big play Slay likely finishes it off for the Thunderbirds. Why did the Packers just wait till third down to make all their plays? And that time it bit him in the rear end. Hot take, the defense will fold. Good timing, Crockett. Now the Packers have all 3 of their timeouts, so they could hypothetically get a stop here, but it's not very likely. Gain of 4 for, I imagine, Chris Carson. You might be out of the playoffs. Well, you were already the 8th seed as it is. You could still make the playoffs, but losing this game makes it a lot less likely. Second and 7, another short run. This is it. If the Thunderbirds get a first down, it's game over. If the Packers get a stop, then they technically still have a shot. Third and 2. Handoff for Carson. He got it. That's game. There's a flag, though. Hold on. It was a late flag, though. Holding on Toronto. Alan Lazard. Wow. Okay. That makes things interesting. Now it's third and 8. And now they might throw it. No, they're going to run it. Yeah, that's a smart call. And he got it anyway. So it's still game over. Well, there you go. The Thunderbirds win in one of the, I would say, one of the most exciting watch games this year. This was a great game. We were really treated to a good one. So Toronto is now 12-3. As they continue their pursuit for the top seed, the Packers' pursuit for the playoffs is still alive, but it's less likely. Green Bay falls to 8-7, so the Packers have to win next week, and they're going to need a few things to go in their favor. All they need to do is jump one team. All that needs to happen is one of those NFC West teams completely falls off the map, which is very possible. Patrick Mahomes was nuts. He was really good. Aaron Rodgers was solid. Nobody really ran the ball well. Mark Ingram did score twice. Evan Engram led the game in catches. Yards went to Michael Gallup thanks to his 49-yard ridiculous touchdown. Leader in yards for the Packers was Golden Tate. Your blood pressure can't handle it. Were there any sacks in this game? I don't think there were. There was no pressure by anybody. I mean, to be fair to both quarterbacks, I know the quarterback play in this game was pretty good, which isn't a whole big surprise considering it's Mahomes and Rodgers, but those two had all day to throw it. I mean, nobody was sending pressure. I don't think either of them got hit. Why did Mahomes not get a perfect pass rating? Because he only threw one touchdown. Maybe, no, he probably had enough yards. All right, normally we'd sim here, but since we have 2 games to watch this week, we've got the Bucks and the Panthers. Big game in the NFC playoffs. If Carolina wins, they clinch the division. Siri, give me a number between 1 and 2.
The answer is 1.
1. So that means we'll be using the Bucks. I think, yeah, the Bucks. According to the poll, the Bucks are on the left, so I'm going to assume they have a road team. And I would be correct. We are using the Bucks. All right, what jerseys do we want? Do we want creamsicles or do we want the regular away jerseys? Packers would have won if you were at quarterback. I mean, I guess we'll never know, but where are the creamsicles? There they are. Do we want creamsicles or aways? I think for next week, I'm probably gonna bring down the pass blocking sliders for both sides. Unless we have a bunch of sacks this game. We've had a good amount of sacks in watch games, I think, this year. 1 vote for regular. Although I think the creamsicles are super overrated, I don't think we've seen a game in the creamsicles, so I'm gonna vote for creamsicles. I don't really know why people like them so much, but for the purpose of watching a game in the creamsicles, that's where my vote is. If it remains tied, Siri gets to pick. Superstars and Superstar X Factors, we have Aaron Donald, Christian McCaffrey, Budda Baker, and Richard Sherman. The Superstars are Odell Beckham, Jalen Smith, Brandon Sheriff, Terry McLaurin, C.J. Henderson, Jordan Love, Patrick Queen, Tom Brady, Gilbert Knight. I didn't realize Gilbert Knight had Superstar. And Michael Kendricks. The Bucks have a lot. That's like 7 guys. All right, it looks like Siri will be making the decision for jerseys. I agree the creamsicles are not that good, but I kind of want to see them in a watch game. So, we're going to have a regular away jerseys as 1 and the creamsicles as 2. Siri, give me a number between 1 and 2.
It's 1.
1. So, I guess we'll be wearing the regular away jerseys. I guess Siri isn't a huge fan of the creamsicles either. Those are cool color rush jerseys. All right, here we go. A big game in the NFC playoff race. Tampa Bay leading the way in the wild card. The Panthers, meanwhile, the number 1 seed. Carolina's won, what is it, like 10 in a row? No, I think it's only 8 in a row. I don't know. It's some really big number. The Bucks were hot, and then they lost to Carolina a few weeks back. Tampa Bay now looking for their revenge. If the Bucks win, and the Bucks win Week 17 and the Panthers lose Week 17, I really don't know how the tiebreakers will exactly work. But if Carolina wins one of their last 2 games, including this one, and the Bucks lose one of their last 2 games, including this one, then Carolina will win the division again. And the Bucks will have to make it in as a wild card again. Was Tampa Bay a one and done in the playoffs last year? No, I think they beat San Francisco, I think. Here is Baker and the Panther offense. I thought Baker's numbers would be a little bit better. Not that those are bad, but I expect them to be higher. When is Week 17? Week 17 will be on Sunday. I don't know exactly like what time or whatever, but it will be on Sunday. I plan on watching 3 games for Week 17, so that one should be fun.
Loss the ball carrier. Patrick Queen on the tackle.
Carolina's rushing offense usually does really bad in watch games, and now they don't have J.K. Dobbins. I think their starting running back is Zach Moss, who gets 14. What's for the scenario for the Packers playoffs? So Green Bay has to win in Week 17, and they are going to need, I think, Green Bay definitely has to win. The Niners or the Snowhawks have to lose out. One of those two teams have to lose their next two games. It doesn't have to be both. I think it has to be one. Just win and hope for the best. That too. Packers have to win, and they have to hope for one of those teams to lose. I mean, knowing Huskers' luck, the Niners probably will lose their next two games and miss the playoffs entirely because EA hates Husker, but Baker do the Browns fan a favor and stink the game. Yeah, I mean, the Bucks don't have any effect on Toronto seeding, and obviously Carolina does, so the Thunderbirds are big Bucks fans today. That means you swept the Packers. That's true. Yeah. Oh, fumble! And it's picked up by Tampa Bay, and this one looks like it'll be a scoop and score. The Bucks on the board first. I don't know who got the sack. I don't know who returned it. But that's a darn big play. If Husker loses his next two games, you're in the playoffs. Well, if Husker loses to you, then that probably means you do make the playoffs. Most likely, yeah. So technically, do you clinch a wild card if you win? I would imagine you do, yeah. Especially with Green Bay losing. So if you beat the Rams today, I would have to imagine you guys clinch the playoffs because the Packers have 7 losses. Yeah, so you guys would have 10 wins. So the Cardinals clinch a playoff spot with a win. He almost got DK'd, that's true. But the difference is I was a defensive lineman, whereas in the DK scenario, it was Buda Baker, which made it funner. Just got home. Yes, this is the second game. Toronto beat the Packers in the first game. It was a pretty good one. And this is the second game of the day. And we haven't simmed yet since we're only doing 1 week. Okay, let's get a good look at the NFC playoffs. So, there are 7 teams. The Snowhawks are the 7 seed. Not the Packers. Or not blank. It only shows 6 seeds. Why did I think it was the Packers for a second? But yeah, the playoff picture, Madden just decided not to update it.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
Noob is the Cardinals. Magic number for... No, I think Arizona has to win. They have 9 wins, right? To win the division, it's 2, but Arizona's 9-5. The Packers are the best team out at 8-7. So the Cardinals just have to win this week against the Rams. According to that, there were 6 teams in the playoffs instead of 7, but I think the magic number would be 2, but the graphic is a liar. So
brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
2nd and 5. Baker keeps it himself. There goes Baker. And he fumbles it again. He was going to go down for a slide and then chose not to. Baker Mayfield has butterfingers today. Snowhawks are 7 who are 8-6, but the Snowhawks are also in the playoffs because they're 7 seeds. Madden's graphic is wrong. They were just lazy to fix it. Jordan Love has 31 touchdowns. That's a lot. I think Baker might have rubbed butter on his hands. That would be my best guess. But why didn't he just slide there? He was going down to slide and then just said, I don't feel like it. And now we get to see the Bucs offense for the first time today. Feels like this game has gone on for quite a while with all the action, but the Bucs haven't even seen the ball. Another first down. That looks like a face mask. Automatic 15 yards. At this rate, it's going to be a sim. Yeah, but we're only 4 minutes in. I wouldn't get ahead of ourselves yet, but, I mean, through 4 minutes, the Bucs look like they're dominating. If both Arizona and Portland win, yes, but Portland's projected to make the playoffs because they're the 7th seed. Arizona's magic number to win the division is not 1, but to make the playoffs, it's 1. If Arizona beats the Rams, they make the playoffs, but they don't clinch the division. I think that's where the confusion is. Arizona's magic number to win the division is 2, but their magic number to clinch a wild card spot at worst is 1, because the Snowhawks, as the 7th seed, are in the playoffs. So if Arizona wins, they're in, but it doesn't guarantee they win the division. 3rd and 9, the Panthers get a stop. Marcus Davenport with the sack. Am I being stupid? Unless, I think either the graphic confused you or you were thinking that about the division. But for the sole purpose of clinching a playoff spot, Arizona just has to win today.
The field goal is good.
The graphic probably threw a bunch of people off because it's totally wrong. Madden added the playoff picture. They updated the playoffs to how the NFL did it in real life, but they're not going to update that small graphic. Because EA is a lazy company. At least they made the playoffs to what they are in real life. To be fair, I'll give the EA credit there, but I can't give them too much credit. Carolina back with it. They're down by 10. It's a manageable possibility they could win. I don't think that makes sense. A manageable possibility. It's a manageable comeback considering there's a lot of time left. Thought you had to calculate the 7th. No, you have to calculate the 8th seed. Because as long as the Cardinals have 10 wins and the team who's the first team out of the playoffs has 7 losses, the Cardinals would be better than the first team out of the playoffs. The Cardinals could drop to 7, although it would take a lot for that to happen. That is possible. But, no, you would have to calculate the 8th seed there. Who's hurt? Looks like Frank Ragnow, I imagine that is hurt. Well, that's not fun. Good old Frank. The best center in football. Zach Moss has 8 carries already. Baker has 2, and they're both fumbles. Actually, Baker only has 1, because one of them was a sack. So Baker has more fumbles than rushing attempts. Yeah, that's where he messed up. Second and 11. Baker has not looked good tonight. I know he's 2 for 344 yards. I know that doesn't look terrible, but Panthers don't seem to trust him. I mean, they're really focused on running the ball. And to be honest, I mean, with his 2 fumbles, can you really blame him so far? And right as I'm talking smack about Baker, he makes a nice throw. As Devon Gottschall is injured for Tampa Bay. Zach Moss is on pace for 36 carries today. Will he get it? Will he get his 36 carries? Would that be a record? Probably not.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9, wide open. It's Odell Beckham inside the 30. There are so many injuries today. Jeez, now it's Bradley Bozeman. Everybody's getting hurt. Is he going to a locker room? He's not. He's going on the exact same mat that Frank Ragnow went on because that's totally sanitary. Another quick strike for Beckham. I guess that'll pretty much end the first. Oh wow, Odell's numbers this year are really not that impressive.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bucs 19-yard line.
That will end the first quarter. The Bucs are looking good. They were dominating throughout the first 4 minutes, and now Carolina's making it the game again. I mean, Carolina is the hottest team in the league right now, so certainly can't count him out yet. Nice throw. Baker heard me talking smack about him before this drive started, and now he looks like he can't miss a pass.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1. Moss does not get it. He has 10 carries, but he only has 31 yards.
Stopped short of the goal line. No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Second and goal. Back to Moss. He scores. Carolina makes it a 3-point game. Pending the kick, which they won't miss. I'd be willing to bet my entire life savings that he does not miss his kick. Boom, he nailed it. That was a long drive and a good one. How long does a player remain out with an abdominal tear? Well, I'm not a doctor, so I don't know that off the top of my head. Let's ask Google. Abdominal tear recovery time. A mild strain will heal within a few weeks. A more severe strain will take 6 weeks or longer. Well, this is a tear. Okay. I would imagine he'd probably be out for around 4 to 6 weeks. If I were to guess. So pretty much for the rest of a regular season and probably the whole playoffs outside of maybe the OFL ball. Love, deep ball, it's caught. That's his first completion of the day. The Panthers have certainly dominated time of possession, that's for sure. Gain of 23 for Scary Terry. Terry McLaurin. CMC now with a good run to the 33. McCaffrey's been good so far. Both teams are really focused on running the ball more than throwing it. Which is odd because they both have really good passing offenses. Nice strike by Jordan Love. So you're stuck without CeeDee Lamb for the rest of the season? Probably, yeah. Just fine. Everything is fine.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Hey, it's 420. Oh, wow, it is. 420 blaze it. Blaze it, fellas. Jordan Love under pressure. He is sacked. Marcus Davenport has been the star on the Panthers D-line today. Not Aaron Donald or J.J. Watt. It's been Marcus Davenport. Now it's second and quite long. Second and 23. CMC does not get much.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Gonna have to deal with Arcega-Whiteside or Alan Lazard. I mean, that's not terrible. That's just not ideal. I mean, you'd certainly prefer CeeDee Lamb, but it's not like he's the only piece on your offense. 43-yard kick. You should make it. Tom Brady wearing number 11 just does not feel right. I don't know why. Tom Brady's going to retire with the Bucs in the NFL and in the OFL. Unless Hobie just lets him walk in the offseason, which wouldn't be a total surprise either, considering he's the holder.
Panthers 7. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
I mean, we were talking about the possibility of this game being a sim. Carolina might be on top at halftime. So, I mean, that shows that this Carolina team is really darn good. Although, when the Bucs are hot, it's hard to beat them. This will be a fun playoff game. And it's a possible playoff game, too. Well, I mean, Carolina's probably going to finish with the top 2 seed, but Bucs will probably finish 5th. So, they'd have to play in the divisional round of the NFC Championship. Baker, after his 2 fumbles, is cooking at the moment. I don't know what's happened with Baker, but the switch has been flipped. What's good, Husker? Welcome. The Thunderbirds beat the Packers in the first game. ended up being a pretty close one. The Packers losing is good news for you guys for the playoffs. So here I would say the Niners are probably Carolina Panthers fans today. Although the Packers losing is a bigger deal than the Bucs losing for a team like San Francisco or the Snowhawks, because if the Bucs are probably going to make it as a wild card anyway. You guys beat the Panthers. Well, you're also 2 games behind them currently. So the Panthers would have to lose out, and you guys would have to win out to finish with a higher seed than them. I mean, that's possible. The Panthers aren't winning today. But they've still got an even shot. Now to the 15. Baker is 10 for 11, 169 yards. Nice. Second and inches, Zach Moss to the 5. Big thanks. I think the Niners can probably clinch with a win today, since they were already technically ahead of the Packers. So I think if San Francisco wins today, they probably are good. What a throw! And it is caught for a Carolina touchdown by Devin Duvernay. They're going to review it. It looked like he was in, although we didn't get a great look at it, so who knows. I would say he's probably in. 1, 2. Yeah, he's in. Team, if you want to win this week, that would be pretty pog. What if they reverse this call? Okay, it stands. So the Panthers, who at one point in this game looked like they were going to get absolutely destroyed, have the lead before halftime. The Bucs have the ball now, and Tampa Bay does start the ball in the second half. So the Bucs are still in a good position. We're going to get 2 good games today. I mean, you guys voted for 2 good choices on the poll, but it looks like those 2 games are going to deliver with their hype. Eating burnt Kraft mac and cheese. I'm sorry to hear that. We're happy for you to hear that. Because I know there are some burnt mac and cheese people in the world. At least I think there are. I'm not a burnt mac and cheese guy myself, so I wouldn't know. That was a dangerous throw. Jordan Love has completed 2 passes today, which more so is just that the Panthers have had the ball for what feels like the whole game. Could still win the division if you finish with the same record as Arizona. That's true, yes. The Niners have the tiebreaker over both Portland and Arizona, and the Snowhawks have the tiebreaker over Arizona. But the Cardinals are currently better, so that's like literally a 1 in 3 shot that each of those teams win the division. Bucs offense does absolutely nothing there. Their high-octane offense does not appear to be very high and octane today. Yeah, the Niners have all the tiebreakers, then the Snowhawks, and then the Cardinals. Because Arizona can't win a playoff down. And the Niners, their only big wins are in division, which are pretty big wins. 5 of the Niners, 8 wins are against divisional teams, which is wild because the NFC West is so good. I guess that bodes well for the Niners going to the playoffs. I mean, if they beat good teams, then... Not that Husker's going to win an OFL Bowl, because, I mean, Madden does not like Husker at all. But, need AA to let you win a non-divisional game, please and thanks. I mean, the winner of the Niner-Charger game pretty much punches their ticket. The Niners clinch a playoff spot with a win, and the Chargers pretty much clinch with a win. So, that would have been a good game to watch this week. I'm surprised I didn't even put it on the poll. One of your 9 wins is divisional, 4 or 5 of your losses are. Well, that's an oof. I mean, you have the better record than Portland and San Francisco, but if the Rams win this week, then things get really dicey there. Nice throw to OBJ. What if the Panthers are up by 8? Baker's thrown 1 incompletion. He has been wheeling and dealing today. And for the first 4 minutes, he looked awful with all those fumbles. Odell has 6 catches for 76. You played the Bills. Why did I think you played the Niners? Do you guys play each other week 17? Is that what it is? Okay. Yeah, otherwise I feel like I would have put that game on the poll. That game is next week? Okay, that would be a good game to watch. First down. This is the last play of the first. What is this clock management, EA? Baker has 243 passing yards. Huh. Bucks after they've built an early lead. All right, I'm going to head out. Tampa Bay looked like the best team in the league through 4 minutes, and really ever since then they've looked like a practice squad team. They have 67 yards of offense. The Panthers have 250 passing yards of offense. Who are you pro? Pro is the Chargers. Because he likes poverty and poverty teams. Wink, wink. The Bucks start with the ball, but their offense has been very uninspiring today, to say the least. To put it nicely, they've been uninspiring. Jordan Love does not look like the MVP candidate Jordan Love that we've had this year, and CMC needs to get the ball more than like 5 times. 6 times in the first half, excuse me, not 5. Still needs to get the ball way more. Because it looks like he's really the only one who's shown up for the Bucks these last 12 minutes.
The ball carrier. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9, Jordan Love. Gonna go downfield for a wide open receiver. Panthers totally just decided to social distance themselves from number 15. It looks like Will Fuller. To put it nicely, the Buccaneers offense haven't sucked, yeah. Pretty much. I mean, they do have 2 field goals. The touchdown was on defense, but they do have 2 field goals. But they really have not moved the ball well at all, and Christian McCaffrey loses 3. Now that the Panthers have seemed to figure out McCaffrey in the second half, Jordan Love is going to have to win the Bucks the game. Which, Jordan Love's a darn good quarterback in this league, but he doesn't look darn good today. Love under pressure from Aaron Donald. There's your EA pocket awareness of the day. That's like one of the first sacks in this stream. I know Davenport has a couple. And then the strip sack. Okay, so it's not one of the first sacks in the stream. I'm just not used to seeing sacks because the last game, neither quarterback was even touched. 3rd and 25. Love gonna run with it. There's a flag, and he will run for the first down. If this is holding, that would be depressing. And it's holding. On the Bucks. That's rough. I thought Jordan Love was going to throw it past the line of scrimmage, and the game scripted it, and they just threw the flag early. But once he started running, it looked like it probably would be holding. So now Jordan Love's going to have to heave up a prayer. And he will, kind of, and it's caught out of bounds, though. Jordan Love tried to get the first down, but Jake Matthews didn't let him. It's only 3rd and 35. Definitely 3rd and manageable. What a punt! Down to the 4. I don't know who the Bucks punter is. That looks kind of like Sam Martin's face cam. The man, the myth, the legend, former Lion, Sam Martin. Can we please not get highlights, game? I don't want to see Baker Mayfield. Thank you, game, for cooperating this time. Panthers have the lead, and they have the ball. That was Sam Martin. Okay. Piece of cake. 3rd and 35. Absolute light work. Bucks offense makes you angry. I mean, the Bucks offense is usually really good. I don't know why they've been so bad tonight. It's weird. Meanwhile, Baker is just on another level. Who's going to win Player of the Week, Baker or Mahomes? Or neither. I mean, Mahomes, to be fair, only had 1 touchdown. But he also only had like 3 incompletions. And he only had 1 for most of the game. Like, Baker only has 1 right now. I know Zach Moss just had a good run there, but Carolina needs to be focused on throwing the ball right now. The run game will come, but Baker is dominating at the moment. 2nd and 1, nice throw to the opposing 46 for Boyd. 3 minutes left in the third. He clearly was out of bounds. Why is the clock running?
Zach Moss, the ball carrier, taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Second and 7, 2.5 to go. What trickery did the Panthers have here? Baker, a dart for a first down. They are just unstoppable. Well, I guess Baker specifically is, but this whole offense is gelling. Defense just does not exist. I mean, for the first 4 minutes, they looked darn good, and then after that, no, they've not existed since. They're just refusing to cover, and Baker's not missing a throw. So, that'll happen. Second and 1. There's an incompletion. Oh, I thought Baker was going to be hurt for a second. It's actually Roosevelt Cross, I believe. Baker moved kind of awkwardly. I thought that was going to be him. And another incompletion from Baker. He's thrown more incompletions in the past 10 seconds than he has in the rest of the entire game. Panthers forced to kick a field goal. And it's good. This is the real-life Bucs defense for much of the past decade. Yeah, that would be true. Carolina's defense, meanwhile, looks like the current Bucs defense. EA's actually realistic for once. You rarely find that, but when you do, you treasure it.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Okay, solid play.
Number 22, Christian McCaffrey, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
The OFL Bucs do need Todd Bowles, yes.
Second and 4.
I think Hovey's cool with Todd Bowles. I think they could arrange something.
McCaffrey on the handoff. He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
3rd and 2. Okay, there's a first down for Tampa Bay. Quarter number 3 in the books. The Bucs are still in it thanks to their good first 4 minutes of the game, but other than that, they've not been good. They have 44 passing yards today.
That's the end of the third quarter of play.
Well, damn sure isn't the current Carolina defense. That's fair.
Buccaneers 13.
CMC versus his NFL team. That's true. And it's also a battle of Madden's 2 favorite quarterbacks in the sim. Jordan Love and Baker Mayfield. Hence why these two teams are making the playoffs 2 years in a row. I don't think the Bucs have clinched, though. I mean, the Packers losing pretty much means the Bucs are in. So, I don't know if the Bucs officially clinch, even with the Packers losing. Probably. This game giving you flashbacks of Elville 20 when you had McCaffrey, Mahomes, and EA said yes. This is a terrible offense. Oh my word, Tampa Bay! Scary Terry McLaurin with the touchdown, his 10th. Tampa Bay's winning. How about that? But I forgot you had Mahomes and McCaffrey. That's right, you got Mahomes from Rieger for like a bunch of picks. Brady pretty pumped on the sidelines. Got a flag. If Carolina loses this game, that'd be pretty embarrassing. I mean, the Panthers are still 11-3. They're still in a good position, but you should not lose this game. Russell Davis with the holding. Everybody's favorite special teamer, Russell Davis. Mayfield, short throw in the hands of Moss, who gets the first down. Did Nick win? Nick did end up winning, yes. It was a pretty close game. The Packers made it interesting late, but Toronto ended up winning, so they are now 12-3. Last touchdown was only, what, like 60% of the plays? 60% of the Bucs total offense before that play. I think that touchdown was more passing yards than the Bucs had the entire rest of the game combined, yeah. Baker has been far better than Jordan Love. The Panthers don't deserve to lose this game. But if they find a way to lose it, then maybe they do. The Bucks don't deserve to win the game. That's for sure, though. 2nd and 2, another first down for Carolina.
That's another Carolina Panther. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Short throw for Duvernay, I think. Now you're stuck with the 3 seed at the moment, yeah. And since Toronto did beat you guys, I don't think Columbus can move up to 1. So, for bragging purposes, Nick finishes with a higher seeding this year, unless Madden decides to disregard tiebreakers, which knowing Madden is very possible. 2nd and 4, floats it for Beckham. Baker sacked on 1st down. We have a flag. It's probably going to be like a holding. Yep. So do you want like 1st and 20 or 2nd and 16? I would choose 2nd and 16. You got to decline that, yeah. Three and a half to go. Baker, short throw for Odell Beckham, and the Bucks certainly regret declining that penalty. He brings it to 1. Baker at 381 passing yards today. Holy smokes, that's a lot. Relocated to downstairs to upstairs. Would that be from downstairs to upstairs? What have you missed? You've missed the Panthers driving down the field and scoring very quickly. A holding there, and still 2 Bucks in the backfield immediately after the snap. And Ragnar was the one with the holding, and it looked like it was someone on the edge who got the sack. So, the holding call really was not against anybody who made a play there. Silly Ragnar. Field goal does nothing here for the Bucks. They need a touchdown, and Tampa Bay's offense has not been good today, but they did just have a nice drive on their previous possession. They had a really nice touchdown from Love to McLaurin. Jordan Love is really good in this game, even if he hasn't been great today. Same with McCaffrey, so. Bucks defense looking good as usual, yeah. Totally. I feel like the 1 seed in the NFC is far more important in the AFC. Because in the NFC, you're going to have 7 good playoff teams. Like, I'm confident that any of the wild card teams can beat anybody. In the AFC, I mean, if we win out and get the 1 seed, that's gigantic because, or that's less gigantic than getting in the NFC. Because I'm not worried about the Jets. I'm not worried about the Bills. I'm not worried about the Chiefs. I'm not worried about the Jags. So, the NFC 1 seed is far bigger than the AFC 1 seed. Although, I do want us to get the top seed in the AFC. But getting in the NFC would be gigantic for both the Panthers or Thunderbirds. It probably won't be anyone else. This Tampa defense is triggering your black shirts PTSD. Oof. Oh, wow. Carolina gets a sack. 4th and 14. You got to go for it. Here we go. This is it. Well, not really. The Bucks have 3 timeouts. If they don't get it here, they're in big trouble, though. They're in big trouble. For potentially the ball game, Jordan Love. No way. Oh my goodness gracious. Terry McLaurin to the end zone for a 79-yard touchdown. This game never ceases to amaze me. Holy cow. Why didn't the defender make a play on the ball? McLaurin did not burn him. The defender was right there. He could have made a play. Hold on. Let's take a closer look. The defender was right on him. Okay, he tried to make a play, but McLaurin pushed off at the last second. So you could argue there should have been an offensive pass interference there. Octi never mentioned us. He's scared of you guys. Or maybe I just forgot you guys. Or maybe I am scared and I just don't want to admit it. Your YouTube lagged at the worst time. Oof. Oh my god, I've seen that play happen to the black shirts 10 times in the past 5 years. You are 7-0 at home? Wow, that's pretty good. So Carolina can tie over the field goal, but it doesn't look like Baker Mayfield's going to miss a throw anytime soon. So Carolina still has a very good chance to win the game. If the Bucks win, that'd be really funny though, because they did not deserve to win in the slightest. There's a solid play for Moss. Baker might finish with like 450 yards today. Carolina's going to try to hold on to these timeouts as long as they can, and I don't really blame them. Up the middle for Odell. He gets 12. Odell Beckham has like 10 catches today. He has been a machine. Down to 110 from the 41. All they need is a field goal. Keep in mind, I knew they were going to do that. I knew he was going to go to the check down right there. Saw that coming from a mile away. Is Carolina going to use their timeouts here, though? That's the question. They have to call one here. They have to. Are they not? Okay, they wasted 10 seconds and then did it. Over, under, and how quickly Tampa gets a touchdown here. I would say Carolina will have a touchdown by the time the clock hits 15 seconds. Odell wide open. They have to call a timeout right now, and they do. They don't go rushing back to the line of scrimmage like last time. Odell is 11 for 153. Holy cow. For the NFC South, Baker. Oh, that was close. I would have got my 15-second guess right on the nose, too. Game of the year? I don't know if I'd say this is game of the year, but this has been a really good one, yeah. And Carolina is choosing to run the ball with one timeout. Why? That's dumb. I don't get that call. And they're just going to kick the field goal. Okay, I don't really blame them here. So they're going to try to tie it and send it to overtime. Okay. To get it into overtime from 43, it looks like he got it. And he does. Okay. So we are tied at 27 with like 7 seconds to go. OFL over to 8 seconds. OFL overtime periods are 5.5 minutes. If this game ends in a tie, Carolina clinches the division. So Carolina just has to not lose. The Bucks have to win. Have we watched a tie in OFL 21? I don't think so. I don't even know if we've gotten a tie in the sim in OFL 21. Alright, it looks like the Bucks are going to try to lob up a Hail Mary. Not that it's going to work. I mean, Bucks just had a 79-yard touchdown pass earlier today, about 3 minutes ago. Can they get a 70-yarder? Jordan Love heaves it off his back foot, nearly got it the distance, and it's intercepted. It definitely was caught by somebody. That was a beautiful throw by Love. I mean, that was like 50 yards off his back foot, but it looks like we're going to overtime. Will the Bucks choose heads or tails? They have to pick tails or else they're dumb. It's tails. They picked heads! Tampa, why? I told you, Tampa Bay. I told you guys. Tails never fails. What have you not learned? So Carolina starts with the ball, so that means Carolina's going to win the game because I don't think the Bucks offense is going to stop them. And to be honest, I'm starting to trust Tampa Bay's offense a lot more. I think whoever gets the ball first wins, and here it's Carolina. The only reason why the Panthers just kicked a field goal is because they're out of time. The Panthers have 487 total yards today. The Bucks have 241. Yet this game is still in overtime because the Bucks did really good the first 4 minutes of the game and the last 4 minutes of the game, and they sucked in between. So far, so good for Bucks defense, though. Now it's 3rd and 6. I mean, Baker's been Mr. Automatic today, but... Okay, Gesicki was wide open. It will be very impressive if Tampa's offense would be able to stop Carolina's offense. That certainly would be true. Did I say Carolina's offense needed to stop earlier? Or something along those lines. The Panthers are already in field goal range. Baker has a realistic shot to get 500 yards today. Tampa play for 2 minutes, Buccaneers. Yup, pretty much. Baker sacked on first down. Hello, Gilbert Knight with 2 sacks today, the rookie out of SMU. I think he's at SMU. I could be wrong. 7 sacks in this game after the first one today had 0. Zach Moss has 10 catches and Odell Beckham has like 12. That's wild. How many times do multiple receivers get double-digit catches in a game? Said, I don't trust Tampa's offense to stop Carolina's offense. Well, that would be smart of me not to trust that. 3rd and 16. The Bucks got a stop. Field goal. Yeah, this is probably a smart call. 4th and 6, 54-yard kick. If they don't get this, it might be game over, though. And he missed it. No, he got it! It looked like he was going to miss it. I thought that was wide left for some reason. Okay, I guess not. That one did not look like it went in. I got to see a replay. Hold on. Hold on. That one did not look like it went in from that angle. I know that's a terrible angle. That did not look like it went in, though. He got it by the skin of his teeth. Wow. That's like maybe a foot above the crossbar. So Carolina, and not only does this field goal obviously put points on the board for Carolina, but the Bucks don't have ridiculously good starting field position. Octi needs glasses. I'm farther away from the TV than normal. He always needs glasses? No, I don't. I have 20/20 vision. Ha! My family has such bad vision, but mine is like really good, and I don't know why. I'm not going to complain, but it's super odd. So a field goal ties it, a touchdown wins it, and not scoring loses. So the Bucks know it's up for grabs. Baker's thrown about 40 passes today, and Jordan Love's thrown 16. And Love still has doubled the more incompletions. Doubled the, that does not make grammatical sense. Jordan Love has more than doubled the amount of incompletions, and he's thrown half the amount of passes. Actually want the Panthers to lose so you have a chance as the 2 seed? Yeah, Carolina losing would be good news for the Caps. So you guys are Bucks fans. 3rd and 10. Jordan Love is sacked, so this is it. Aaron Donald is in his zone, too, for this 4th and 18. If Tampa Bay does not get it, it's game over. All I hear are a bunch of excuses. Very rarely is it... You're right, it very rarely is wide left or wide right, but when it's in field goal miss range, that's a little bit more possible. When they're within 50 yards, no, it's never wide left or wide right. It's always pinpoint accuracy. Jordan Love gonna heave up another prayer. And it's incomplete. Wow, what a game. Carolina wins, though. So the Panthers, in dramatic fashion, will clinch the NFC South. What in the world? Hold on. Why did the Panthers have the ball at the 14? The game is over. What? Madden! Oh, I see what it's doing. Okay, so we're just frozen on the screen. Okay, so I cannot quit out of this, I don't think. Thank you, EA. So I think I'm going to have to stop and restart this stream. I have no clue if this game will save or not. If it doesn't, we'll just give Carolina a force win. So I will be back in about 2 minutes. God damn it, EA.